How does your business find its first local authority or public sector contract? Where do you start and what do you need to put in place before you apply? If you're a small business, a community interest company or a social enterprise looking to work with councils and other public sector organisations, the process can seem complicated, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'll show you the exact steps to start finding genuine contract opportunities, to understand what buyers are looking for, and to prepare your organisation so you're ready when the right opportunity comes along. Before applying for any public sector contract, get your essentials in order. Buyers want to see that you're ready to deliver, you're not just enthusiastic, you've got all the things in place that you need. So here's your readiness checklist. You need to have usually a registered business or a not-for-profit organisation, registered with Companies House. Use self-employed people, but they do prefer a registered organisation. Your core policies need to be in place. They need to have all the right information. If you're working with children and vulnerable people, you will need a very good safeguarding policy that has everything in it. Your equality policies and your data protection and your health and safety needs to be up to date. You may well need the cyber security certificate, so you'll need to look at that. You'll need the relevant insurance and you'll need a capability statement, and this is a short summary of what you do, who you've worked with and the results you've achieved. These are your credentials. They build your credibility before you even apply. There are two main systems that I regularly use. There are others, but these are free and easy. I don't like to make things expensive or complicated. So first one is Contract Finder, and that's the one I'm going to show you today. It shows contracts over £12,000, including VAT, from councils, NHS trusts, various government departments, central government. So you can search, and I'll show you a demonstration. You can do a search by sector, region, you can filter it, and I'll show you a demonstration of that. But before I do that, the other one for higher value national contracts and regional opportunities over £139,000 will be the Find a Tender, and I will put both the links in the description below. You'll see we are at the website here, which is contractsfinder.service.gov.uk. And you'll see the box there. It says find a contract, and you can put in your keywords. Now you see on the left hand side, you can see you can search according to either all locations or the region. You can put keywords in the box. So I'm going to put in here, I'm just going to type in print. So you can see if you're a company that is looking for printing contracts, there we go, we've got 3 notices that have come up there, so we don't need to kind of refine that search anymore. So you'll see there's one. Let's have a look. Sheffield City Council. I'm going to click on that one. You see it's about communication of print DPS framework. So a framework, I will explain it in a little bit. Just show you on the industry, you'll see different codes there. The CPV codes are to help you to find the contracts. You can put those into your searches and add them to your profile, and it helps you to find. So you see all the different codes there according to what your business does. Location of contract is Yorkshire and Humber. Now, you see this where it says value of contract, and there's a big 0 there, so that's no good. But actually what it means is, you see the word framework. That means that they are going to put you, it's like a list. So you'll do an expression of interest, and they will get lots of information from you and potentially put you on that list. So that means that when they get some projects to deliver, you'll be contracted. So it's almost like cutting out that initial stage. It's like the get to know you bit. So you may well have to complete a second stage, but it'll be reasonably easy to do if you're already on the framework. So don't be put off by that 0 figure, because it is a way of putting everybody on the list that needs to be on that list. So framework is like a list for businesses to go on, so that the buyer can then tap into that list. The next step is to go to the website where the where the tender is actually on the portal. Now, the sheffield.gov.uk website, it wasn't on there, but I know from working in South Yorkshire that it is on the Mercell, the EU supply website. Now, you don't particularly have to have your login to look at the open opportunities. You'll see at the top line there, current tender opportunities. You don't necessarily have to have a login for that, but I would advise, if you are interested, then it doesn't take too long just to register, get your password, and then if you do see one that fits really well, you can just express an interest and go from there. As we click on current tender opportunities, it will take us to the ongoing public tenders, and you'll see a list there of all the tenders that are currently open. And you'll see there's different local authorities on there: City of York Council, North East Lincolnshire, Leeds. You scroll down, we will probably see, I'll put the keyword in print, and there you go, comes straight up. So that is the one we were just looking at. And if you were logged in, I've not logged in, but if we were logged in, we could click on here and we would express an interest. And because I'm not logged in, it hasn't got the tab to express the interest. Once you log in and you express the interest, then you would get all the documents coming through. It's quite an easy system. It retains all your tender submissions in there, and you can keep track. And if we go back to Contract Finder, I just want to put in a different search so it might be more relevant to others. So if we put in training and then click search, and you'll see we've got 58 results there, so 58 notices. So you may want to refine the search. So let me just scroll down. You can see you can refine in different ways, but I'm just going to do that by area because that's probably the easiest one to show you. Let's do it. Click region and then browse the regions, and I'll put my area in, East Midlands, and update the results. And there you'll see, so there is 23 notices. Some of them are not relevant. Oh, we don't need the civil engineering ones. Just scroll down. Oh, there's a lot of those, isn't there? Yeah, keep scrolling. It may be relevant for someone, but not for us. Learning and training services, there you see. So the Crown, commercial service. That's a nice budget there, 450 million. And then click on that. So here is the information about that. Purchasing system, if you're wondering what DPS is, you'll see the codes, you'll see the budget, you'll see the deadline. So closing time is 27th of October 2028, so we've got a bit of time, but we don't want to procrastinate on this. And then there's some information. There's a really succinct description. And you can see all the different attachments there. And here we go, bid pack. We will click on that and download it. And here you are. Here's the document, learning and training services, and it gives you the supplier guidance. So it's good to read through that. They'll have headings, so you can pick and choose which bits you read through, but I would say read through it all, so you know exactly what the contract is about. Good example for you. How can you stand out? So you can stand out sensibly by preparing smarter. So number one, start small and local. Look for contracts under 50,000. If you're new to the game, then start small. Local authority contracts can be complicated to manage, so trying your first one, it is advisable to do something that's manageable. Local authorities will favour proven local delivery, so you need to have a track record of that. Be consistent, even if you don't win the first bid. Buyers notice persistence and improvements. Number 3, build partnerships. Team up with complementary organisations. It might be that you've got a community interest company that is a training provider, and you team up with a sole trader or a local charity to provide their unique selling point as part of your offer. Number 4, learn from past awards. Use Contract Finder's awarded tab to study who won and what value. It's free market research, so it's worth doing. Number 5, keep refining. Each tender builds your knowledge, your credibility, and your readiness for the next one. So that's how you gradually move from finding opportunities to competing confidently. I've put in a prompt down in the description. It's a practical way to automate your tender searches using AI. I know some people are not that keen on AI, but this is worth having a play around with. So the prompt is below, but I'll read it out now. Act as my tender research assistant. Each week, find new public sector or local authority contract opportunities in, and then put your sector. So for example, you might be a training provider, you might be in facilities management or community projects, and then put the area or the region, or it's probably too small to put your own community. You may want to put across England, so a national search. Do what suits your organisation. Focus on contracts under 100,000 in value and due to close within the next 4 weeks. Present the results in a table showing the title, the buyer, region, closing date, and link the opportunity on Contracts Finder or find a tender, and link to the opportunity on Contracts Finder or find a tender. It's probably not going to be on Find a Tender if it's under 100k. However, schedule this every Monday and you'll never miss an opportunity ever again. However, keep checking in with AI to make sure that's being done. The public sector buys from thousands of small businesses every year. The key is knowing where to look, preparing well, and being consistent. As I often say to clients, you don't need to be the biggest supplier, just the most ready one. If you need some help to become fully contract ready, then we can discuss with a coaching call. Or if you want to work through it in your own time, then I have lots of templates and policies and funded know-how as part of my courses. The Startup Superstars course is coming soon. That is for small businesses. And the Mastering Not-for-Profit Launch and Grow is for community, social enterprises, not-for-profit organisations. And you will find both at my website, and the link is in the description. Thank you. I'm Philippa. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one.